This show is getting more and more like Game of Thrones each episode, man. This episode, what was this? Episode 4? Yeah, this episode 4 was... Things happened in this episode, man, that really reminded me of Game of Thrones. We had some niece and uncle coupling, as the show put it.
How many times I told you to stay away from coupling?
But I mean, not even forget about all that, right? This episode was the best episode of the season. It's getting better and better each episode, and the characters are becoming more interesting and more deep. Like the King, Rhaenyra, and Daemon Targaryen are the three most interesting characters in the show. Still, it's not peak Game of Thrones, but it's getting closer to Game of Thrones with every single episode. Like Daemon Targaryen, he was essentially, I mean, okay, so Rhaenyra and Daemon went out into the middle of the night, went into a brothel, right? And they were, getting it on. They didn't go all the way, and so word got to the king, and Daemon didn't deny it. He didn't deny anything because I feel like he knew that it would mess with the king's head, and that gives him a leg up on the king in the mind game, right? So, man, Daemon is crazy, man. And like, what else? Like, as soon as Daemon walked in this episode, I knew something was going to happen. I knew something was going to happen. Like, he changed the look to the short hair. He looks like a good boy, He's come back home. He's, offering the crown to the king. Like, it's just too good. He's being too good. He's up to something. And as soon as he, looks at Rhaenyra, right when they were going to look at the tapestries or whatever, and he's like, and the king is laughing, like, he's not going to want to care about any of that stuff. And then he just looks at Rhaenyra. 100%. I knew at that point, something is going down between those two. He obviously has come back for a purpose, and he's come back for the throne. He wants to get with Rhaenyra, marry her, and he's marrying the heir to the throne, right? So he can take over from there. I mean, I knew he was up to something as soon as he came in this episode. And man, this show, like as I was talking about in my last episode, this show takes another step to establish the fact that Rhaenyra is just a teenager. She's still very immature. She can't handle the responsibilities of the throne, and she can't handle the responsibilities of being an heir to the throne. So we're gonna have to see how things play out from there, man. But the politics in this episode was definitely up front, and it was interesting, man. It was interesting to see the dynamics between the hand of the king, the spies, reminding me of what was that guy, the bald dude from Game of Thrones, Viserys? No, what was his name? Something with a V, but it reminded me of that. He was the hand of the king too, right? Man, this episode was definitely the best of the bunch so far, and it's got me more excited about the show. I just started watching Cobra Kai, and I'm like, what am I watching? Like, first of all, I'm doing reviews on Rings of Power. I'm like, forget this trash. I don't want to watch this trash. I want to go watch Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai is so good. I'm like, even Cobra Kai is the best thing on TV right now. I'd rather watch that than House of the Dragon. Why am I watching these two shows? And I really like fantasy is my favorite genre. But then after this episode, I was like, okay, this is why I'm watching House of the Dragon. House of the Dragon is good. But yeah, man, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, what you guys thought about this House of the Dragon episode. I really liked it. I hope you guys liked it too. Again, let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll see you guys in the next review. Take care.